Good Saturday. I hope that you are having a great weekend. Hopefully you've had a great Passion Week, and hopefully you've had a chance to join us throughout the week as we've been posting daily devotional videos focusing on the events of that Passion Week of Jesus' life and then his death on the cross. And so it's Saturday, which may seem a little odd that you're seeing a video today. You probably are thinking, well, Good Friday has already happened. All of those big events have taken place. Well, what is there to talk about on Saturday? Well, Saturday is commonly called Holy Saturday. The Saturday of Passion is commonly called Holy Saturday or the Day of Silence. But what we find in Matthew is there is actually some things that still take place on that Saturday. And so I'm excited to be able to share with you this passage and hopefully share some encouraging thoughts for you on this Saturday as we reflect on these things. So let's talk about what has happened. Let's talk about where we are as far as the storyline of the Passion Week. Jesus has been on the cross. He has breathed his last breath. And now his body has been taken off of that cross. His tattered, broken body is wrapped up and placed in a tomb. And a large stone has been rolled across that tomb. That's Friday. But then we see here on Saturday some things taking place. You see, Saturday in that time period is considered the Sabbath. For the Jewish people, even today, Saturday is considered their Sabbath day, the day of rest for the Jewish people. But while, as we know, the disciples are scattered, most likely they are either in their own homes or they're gathered together in hiding. The religious leaders, the ones who orchestrated this whole crucifying of Jesus, they are trying to tie up some loose ends. And so in Matthew chapter 27, verses 62 through 66, we see them tying up these loose ends. And I'm going to read it for us. It says, the next day, that is, after the day of preparation, the chief priests and the Pharisees gathered before Pilate and said, Sir, we remember how that impostor said while he was still alive, after 3 days I will rise. Therefore, order the tomb to be made secure until the 3rd day, lest his disciples go and steal him away and tell the people he has risen from the dead. And the last fraud will be worse than the first. Verse 65. Pilate said to them, You have a guard of soldiers. Go. Make it as secure as you can. So they went and made the tomb secure by sealing the stone and setting a guard. You see, the disciples, in their fear and in their hiding, they have forgotten the words of Jesus. But the religious leaders, the ones who actually put Jesus on the cross, remember what Jesus said. You see, Jesus, throughout his life and ministry, multiple times shared how that he would go to Jerusalem, that he would suffer by the hands of the religious leaders, and that he would die, but that in 3 days he would rise again. He told his disciples this many times, and other people in the crowds, including the religious leaders, heard Jesus say this. The ones who put Jesus to death remember what the disciples forgot. And here in this passage, they go to the Roman officials. They go to Pilate. And they are wanting to do some security measures, if you will. They are wanting to ensure that there is no foul play by the disciples, by his inner circle of followers. They want to ensure that the body stays in the tomb. that there is no foul play that takes place. You see, in this moment, they think that their plan has been a success. The religious leaders thought that their plan so far was a success. This Messiah king, whom they call an imposter in this passage, this imposter was dead. And the Roman soldiers would give them a peace of mind that the fame of Jesus would soon die with him. The disciples thought that Jesus was not just simply a great teacher, not just simply a miracle worker, not simply their master and rabbi. You see, the disciples throughout Scripture and the Gospels, we see that they think that Jesus is going to be their king and that he is coming to conquer Rome, to establish the kingdom of Israel once again, and they think that they are going to be able to rule alongside him in this new kingdom. But their king is dead. Their king is dead, and they are likely not even thinking about the words that he has said. The religious leaders think that their plan is working. The disciples' plan seems to be falling apart. Yet what we find out is that soon the religious leaders' plan will fall apart as well. Because there is yet one who, in his perfect and sovereign plan, it is still in motion. It has not been hindered, and it will not be hindered. This divine plan from the Father. This divine plan of God. You see, Jesus on the cross on Good Friday, he declared, "It is finished." And it's on the Sabbath day. Saturday is Sabbath. And what he knows is that Jesus is simply resting temporarily in death from his redemptive work on the cross. Sunday is coming. And while the disciples nor the religious leaders expected anything more than a body in a tomb on that Sunday morning, we have the joy of knowing how the story ends. Sunday is indeed coming, and there will be a miracle that changes the course of all history. A miracle that has changed the course of my life, and my prayer for each of you watching today is that this miracle, this event in history has changed your life as well. Sunday is coming. And I hope that you will join us at Faith this Sunday as we talk about what that Sunday meant for all humanity. So I'd love for you to come. I want you to know the details of it. So on Sunday morning, Easter Sunday at 7:30, we are planning to have a sunrise service here at the church in the back courtyard outside. And we're planning to reflect, to sing together, and to reflect on those moments on that first Easter morning. We would love for you to come and be a part of that. We encourage you to bring a lawn chair if you would like. We will have some seating available, but you may want to bring your lawn chair out there to join us. But come and worship with us for our sunrise service at 7:30, and then stay with us. We're having breakfast at 8:30 in the dining hall here at Faith, and then afterwards we will have Sunday school at 9:30, and then at 10:45 we will gather together as a faith family to celebrate and to rejoice that there is one who has conquered death for us. I hope that you'll make plans to join us.